Hello and welcome, folks. I am King Ding Dong. I am welcomed here with my cohort and partner in this crime, Frankie Avalon. How you doing this morning, Frankie?
I'm great, King Ding Dong. We have a fantastic day of bowling action for you here on the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. We have the finals of the 2024 Hungus 8K, $8,000 to the winner. This is our first round of matchups, which are our 9 through 16 matchups. The 5 through 8 seeds get a 1-round bye, and our 1 through 4 seeds have a 2-round bye, so they will not be bowling until later today. So this is a fresh oil squad. These are best 2 out of 3 matches, race to 2, whatever you want to call them. You just have to win your games. There's no total pins as far as, it doesn't matter as far as winning the game. The total pins only come into play if the match is tied 1.5, 1.5, and then it goes to total pins for the winner. So that's the only difference. So we don't have any roll-offs for tie games. They just move on to the next game. You know what I mean? So that's basically the rules for this tournament, and really looking forward to a wonderful event today, Ding Dong. We had a lot of fun yesterday covering the qualifying, and this is a loaded field.
Yeah, and what tournament are you watching? This is the third and probably final Hungus 8K, brought to you here by us, King Ding Dong, Frankie Avalon, here at the Frankie and Ding Dong Show, live on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, or our Twitch stream. Please like, subscribe, and share. We're live here from Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine.
Yes, sir. So let's go through our matchups. We have a split screen cameras for you today for this first round. We're going to have it for all day, really. We're using the 1 through 8 side of the building, also known as the west side or the new side here at Bayside.
All of those.
All of them.
Yep.
And so on lanes 1 and 2, your matchup is El Nino, Arturo Quintero, taking on Tony Bennett.
What a match.
Yeah, that's your 9-16 match. So Tony's the higher seed, and the higher seed in this round will get choice of starting lane, which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
And on 3 and 4, we have Chris Vialli and Stephen Major.
What a match
there. A couple of very accomplished bowlers from the New England region. And then we have on 5 and 6, talk about a local versus national match. We have Brandon Bone taking on Crazy Train.
Holy shit.
And our higher seed in that match is Brandon Bone. And I forgot that Chris Vialli is actually the higher seed, it looks like, on the match on 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then on 7 and 8, our final matchup, we have who's really become one of our own adopted sons up here, Grinding Gaskill.
For real, yeah.
And one of my good buddies, Justin Urbano.
I love Justin.
And Justin's an amazing person. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
So you can't root against anybody and especially that match, but any match. I mean, we're just looking forward to quality bowling today, and we know we're going to get it from all these competitors.
Well, okay. So we've already talked about there's competitors that got 1 round bye and competitors that have gotten 2 rounds of bye. Yeah. These are the guys that haven't even gotten a bye, and look at this fucking field, loaded. Frankie. Yeah. Holy shit.
So
Joe checking in, saying, let's go Gas, and Steve M. If you guys are out there, please hit us up in the comments. We'll get your comments up on the screen. Show your bowlers some love. We are the Frankie and Ding Dong Show, bringing you live bowling action from Bayside Bowl. Share this up to your big screen. Get your friends in here. Throw it on in the bar.
Yeah.
Light up those mimosas. This is Sunday morning. Time for some brunch and bowling. Sundays are for Frankie and Ding Dong.
That is 100% accurate, Ding Dong. And, if you're at Bayside, it would be a moose mosa with the moose head mimosas. So you can make it anything you want wherever you're going. So
I have the weed mosa.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That meaning most the weed.
So, all right. So it looks like practice is pretty much winding down here at this point. So do you want me to? All right. So they have their letters in. They know what they're doing. So it looks like they're getting figured out who wants to start on what lane. So Chris is going to have Steven start on lane 3. Obviously, if you start the match, you have to start on the left lane.
Yeah.
That's just how the
pretty standard
FDDS style matches work. And the first bowler takes 1 frame.
Right.
And it goes 2-2-2-2 the rest of the way, just for our viewers at home that might not be used to seeing how that works.
So are you saying they're going to be dancing? It sounds like a lot of tutus.
A lot of tutus, but that's okay.
All right. Maybe we'll get some 3-3-0-0s, like 300s today, like we did a couple weeks ago with Chris Monroy.
Yeah,
throwing 300, taking Poor Dennis Bisnet shoots 256 and loses by 44 in the
Wow.
finals.
That's pretty wild. So
Oh,
our
man.
matches are now all underway, it appears, except 1 and 2. It looks like Tony and Arturo are still finishing up practice, but everyone else is underway. Crazy Train starting with a chicken bucket on lane 5.
Well, so Frosted Tip, Stephen Major started with a strike,
Yeah.
and Chris Vialli matching that strike.
Yeah, so this is going to be a great matchup here. I like the fact that
Yeah.
so it's best 2 out of 3 all the way until the semifinals, and then it becomes just 1-game matches. So
Okay.
So
1-game matches for the rest of the day?
right. So basically, it's 2 out of 3 this round, 2 out of 3 next round, 2 out of 3 for the round that the 2-round buys come in,
Okay.
and then it's just individual, just head-to-head 1 games for the semis and the finals.
So we're going to do those on one pair? Or no, we can't because they
right. We'll still have
simultaneously.
we'll
Okay.
have 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 going for those. So.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it.
Do you have the finals on for you?
Yes, we do. That means I need to charge these devices.
Are we going to get our down lane cam for later? Yes. For the finals. So when we get to the finals, we will have our pit cam, which gets you the view going through the pins.
Well, I have extra.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Sounded like a strike. Justin
Yeah, those
Urbano
on-
got a strike.
So we have
It's,
we have dueling strikes on 7 and 8 right now.
Love
And, we don't quite have the scoreboard up there on our other cam for 5 and 6, but we'll keep you updated with that score.
yeah,
And kind of 1 and 2's cut off a little bit too, but this way you're able to get all the bowling action. You can see the bowlers really well. So
yeah, that's what I figured. We could update scores. There's only 8 players right now, and I figured the folks at home throwing this up on the big screen would want to see the bowling action.
absolutely. So Brandon Bone using a purple hammer to start. Crazy Train using a black pearl urethane hammer. To
Yeah,
start. So
looks like Justin's using the pitch black over there.
oh,
Lots of
he's
urethane.
using a purple. He's using a purple.
Oh, is he?
Yes. Yep. Purple
Okay.
hammer. And that's a Kentucky purple. I know. I bowled with
Oh,
him
okay,
yesterday when
that's
he
why
was using
it's
that
so-
bad boy.
Oh,
Right.
Frosted Tip's
It's so
not able
clear.
to
I don't
get
know.
10 to trip out. Crazy backs up his spare with a strike. So, it's still early. He's got spare strike. His competitor has a double.
And
Justin
1 and 2
looking
still
at a
trying to get off the mat
39
here.
pin.
They haven't started their game yet.
Oh, looks like Arturo is starting it.
Oh, they're still on practice. So
Oh, are they? Yeah, okay.
I'm hoping that they're maybe they had a breakdown or something. I didn't get a chance to see it. So.
I'm not sure. Great pickup for Steven there. Oh, wrap 10 for Crazy.
All right, well, I need to go. I'm going to go down there and just.
Frankie going to go see if he can set them straight on 1 and 2 and get them started. They're already like 3 frames behind of the other competitors out here. Got Justin Urbano in with strike spare. Grind stepping up in frame
So that
2.
was a strike for Arturo.
Oh, okay. That was a strike for Arturo. All right.
Yeah.
And Vialli starting with that shit on everything. Oh, wow. So Crazy Train did use his plastic, but that ball hooked and missed the 10 pin because it hooked right out of it.
Okay. Yeah, we got them all straight. They thought that the practice had stopped, so that actually was Arturo's first frame. And
Okay.
then, yeah,
All right.
we just had to put the score in. Not a big deal. So.
Looked like Tony had a little footing issue there and came up just heavy. Oh, wait, no, that's
Yes, that was Tony.
yeah.
On lane 2. Yeah, look like and sometimes
But I mean, he's not in too much trouble. It's only
no,
a 4
just
pin.
a 4 pin. That's
Yeah.
fine. 4 pin's fine. So
Grind him knocking down that 7 pin. They're tied at strike spare piece
right.
on 7 and 8.
If Chris Vialli strikes here, he can take a 21 pin lead over Frosted Tips.
Yeah. Man, it's been a while since we've seen him. Was it when he came up here and won? Was the last time we seen him? Chris,
I don't think
did he win?
He did not
Did
win.
he win?
No,
No.
he didn't. He made a deep run, but I want to say he made it to the semis last year. So again, he just won a pretty hefty check down south on a title in Southern New England. I want to say just a couple of weeks ago.
That was
I think
definitely in.
Yeah. So, but Chris has bowled all over the world. I mean, he's a really
for sure.
accomplished player.
Yeah.
Runs a tournament coming up in November on Thanksgiving weekend, the Northeast Megabucks tournament. We don't have anything going on here that weekend that avoids everything we have going, which is nice. So if you want to check it out, I know they have a Facebook page. You can sign up for the event. It's a lot of prize money in that one. It runs from Thursday through Sunday. So, yeah, they've got a lot of good sponsorship money and stuff out of that. And I know Chris and Amy have worked really hard to really build that event. So,
yeah, that's awesome for sure. We got Macmillion checking in. Let's go Crazy Chain. Crazy Train, Big Tony supporting the Bopo here.
Yeah, we didn't give any predictions for this round yet, Ding Dong. Do we? Do you want to give your prediction for this round for the first round matchups, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go El Nino, Frosted, Brandon.
That's a heavyweight.
And you know what? I have so much love for the two guys on 7 and 8. I want them both to win.
I know, me too.
Like Grind'em is one of our boys now.
I know,
like
100%.
for real.
Yeah.
But Justin, just because we only get to see him every once in a while, does not mean he's not one of our boys.
100%.
So I don't know. I'm torn. 7 and 8, I can't make the decision. I really can't.
I'm with you. Like
so much love
you got to
for
make a
both of those
decision,
players.
Ding Dong. You got to make a call.
We get to see Grind'em more often. So I think I'd like to see Justin make a little run because I'd like to see a Justin Danielle matchup. She made it, right? Is that on the card?
No, because
they would have to see each other real deep.
They would have to see each other in the finals.
Can you even imagine? That's what I'm shooting for.
So if they met in the finals, how would that car ride home go?
It'd be great
fine
because they take
all the money's going home. Right, exactly.
So they're going home with $12,000. That's the best fucking finals that could be, bro.
I'll just ask them and be like, "So, are you guys chopping, or how you guys
Right?
doing that?" They say, "No, I'm."
That's what I'm shooting for. That's my goal of the day, right there.
All right, so I got to give my predictions here. I'm gonna go.
We'll call it the Domestic Violence Open.
Right. You know, I'm gonna go with. I think maybe a little bit of an upset. You know, I'm gonna go with Tony Bennett in that matchup.
Yeah.
And then on 3 and 4, I like Chris Fiali. I just like his savviness.
Okay, so that's contradictory so far for the first two.
And I love Crazy. Obviously, he's our boy. We love having him on the show.
Yeah,
he was awesome yesterday with us. But Brandon Bone
pretty
is
good.
an internationally accomplished. They're really hard to go against. Brandon.
Did
And
you see that?
I want to say that was the 10 pin that got hit. He came across the deck and hit the 4.
Where's JQ Baby when we need him?
That's right.
Get him, brother, get up, trip.
Hopefully he's watching at home. So there's my 3 there, and then on 7 and 8, I can't. I'm gonna
Fiali.
I love both of those guys, but just to be the contrarian, you took Justin because you want. I'm gonna take Grind'em. Just that way, each of us root for.
I'm
either way, we're gonna
them.
win.
Can both of them make it through this round?
Sure, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not writing the rules. So.
If I rewrite the rules, can I make that?
Everyone here is so awesome. Like all of our competitors, and that's the one thing about bowling the events that we have up here is.
Oh wow!
That's strong.
Grind'em just chopped the 4-pin literally off this 4-7. Something came back, and the 7-pin barely fell forward. That was the craziest thing ever.
I'm glad we got that on camera. Here goes Brandon. Yeah, he's outside of that hang shim spot on lane 5. As long as you're outside of it, I mean, he's playing first arrow. He's going to be, that's gives me like that.
And the reps too.
That gives me Parker vibes from the old school days, watching Parker out there playing first arrow.
Yeah, I think Brandon throws it a little harder though.
Yeah, but I don't know. His dad in his heyday was one of the best at playing the rim.
I'm not saying that he's
look
not.
at this.
I just think Brandon throws it a little.
This is a matchup of 3 and 4. Look at this. We are tied. Both bowlers can shoot 279. And there's my boy
taking
Grind'em.
Advantage of that spare, throwing a strike on it.
That might be the weirdest strike spare.
Welcome to lane 8. Fuck lane 8. So, lane 8 usually plays like shit, but this pattern really.
Right. And then it bounces back out and gets it in.
Yeah, lane 8 on this pattern is not forgivable.
Yeah, he threw that great. So, Chris, now we are dead even through 7. Dead even through 7. Both bowlers with a chance at 279 in that matchup.
That is fucking awesome.
That is right now a matchup for the ages. So Crazy Train with a nice spare.
great
so
spare.
Really, at this point,
He's running into a bus.
Right. So, I mean, he's down 44 right now. So, I mean, it's not that the game is over, but at this point, he just needs to figure out something and get lined up, right? So, El Nino with a great shot on late, too.
Quality.
That was very quality. He gets back within 2 pins of Tony.
Quality shot,
absolutely. And that's what we harp on. You know, we talk about that.
We love that. That's our thing, yeah. When we bowl together, quality shots.
Oh, off the rim.
Oh, get out of there, 9-pin. So Sunny D, I forgot. Do you like lane 8? No.
Yeah, he loves lane 8. I don't mind. I don't mind. That pair is fine.
On this pattern, it was.
Well, on this
really
pattern, I didn't like any of the lanes.
Chris, just a little light.
Good
Can't
ball.
get
All
the
right,
10
so
to go.
Now, you know, they were even. So if he takes his 9 spare, if Steven strikes, he can now capitalize and take a 21-pin lead again.
Look at the corners going at the same time.
Ooh,
278 U's, 2 strikes.
1 up 8. All right, so we have a dead even match on 7 and 8. 80 in the 4th for both guys, both with a double.
Holy shit.
So Crazy Train, unfortunately, he needed to go off the sheet there to have any chance in this one.
Yeah.
So basically now, if Brandon strikes here, mathematically the match is pretty much over. So,
oh no, that's left.
Oh,
shit.
Dang it. All right, so that takes it. So that's gonna really loosen up Steven's swing, I think, after that frame. You know,
Absolutely. And he's on the hamburger sandwich too. So.
And he's on the correct lane on that pair to really take advantage. Lane
All
4
right.
tends to be a little bit better.
Cousin It, 7 is beautiful, 8 is gross. I agree. And Dennis checking in. What up? Big on 3 and 4. Yes, sir.
So Brandon strikes to increase that lead.
Yeah.
To 56 pins.
He's throwing the hamburger sandwich on the grill, baby.
He is.
Steven, talk
Steven,
about that
and
loose
that's what
swing.
you
saw it on that shot.
That was an absolutely pure shot. You can't throw a bowling ball better than that.
Yahtzee for frosted tips, baby. Grind him. Can't find a head pin, but God, it's a 10 pin.
That was a great 10 pin coming out late to not leave the washout.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about this yesterday, Frankie. What do you think? Washout should be considered split, shouldn't they?
I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, it's such a hard spare to make. I don't have a problem with it being considered split.
Well, I mean,
Brandon's throwing great.
Yeah, he's starting to get
on top of it. And you see his speed control is great. I mean, 1677 down lane. And because he's actually got that.
Ooh, Steven got it in.
Steven
got it in.
Now that just, so look at this. 186 in the 7th. Say he gets 2 here on the split, which would be big. 204 in the 9th. So that gives it right back to Chris.
That opens it right back up.
Right. 2 here is big, though. Like, the pin count's going to be massive.
Yeah,
Chris
for sure.
Bialy now stepping up. He doesn't even have to strike out. If Chris comes up and spares in the 9th and strikes out, he could shut Steven out by 2.
Oh, shit.
So
it's a new match.
Oh, no, just kidding. He has to strike out. He has to strike out.
Steven didn't hit any.
So 210. Okay, it's 210 there. So Chris can strike out for 246. Steven can go 240. So Chris will have to throw first 3.
Oh, he's in the 9th,
right? Yeah, he'll have to throw 1 and a double in the 10.
Crazy Train tripped out to 4-9 on his last shot. It was absolutely cool.
And then on 1 and 2, we have Tony Bennett 98 in the 5th, El Nino 28 with a 3-bagger.
There we go.
So El Nino right now with about a 20-pin lead in that match.
So this is race to 2, though, so it's not over.
No. It doesn't. You can lose game 1 by 100.
What type of tournament is this? I see a lot of amazing bowlers. Yes, you do. This is the Hungus 8K, 3rd and probably final, because we couldn't get enough people to come up and bowl.
Yeah, for $250 entry, $8,000 first place prize. And not only that, here's $4,000 for 2nd, $2,000 for 3rd and 4th, $1,000 for 5th through 8th, and then it goes down. I want to say it's might be $750 for 9 through 16.
Yeah,
but either way,
we even had an extra bowler. 17th bowler got $300 because they had a roll off.
So that bowler still got paid $300. So they still made a $50 profit, just even though they didn't make the finals. So
6-pack. Who's got a 6-pack?
That would be
Brandon.
Cracking open
Moosehead. Is he even old enough? Is he old enough to drink?
I don't know. I don't think he's
old enough
to crack open
so
crack
it's
open
the milkshake 6-pack.
Milkshake. Six pack of milkshakes.
6-pack of milkshakes.
All right, this is huge. Chris Vialli can take
Got
the
the
lead
strike.
with a strike right here for the lead.
Oh, we got it out early, and that hooked early.
All right, so now it's still going to give him a 4-pin deficit with a hard spare. The 6-9-10, not an easy one.
You talk about swings getting loose. Brandon's swings looking
That
pretty
looked
loose
like
right now.
he's just experimenting on that
Yeah.
one because you see how he kind of zoned into the second arrow instead of first arrow. I think that's just a tester because he knows this game is won
right,
no matter what.
and it's no total pinfall really means nothing unless they tie.
So
And
correct.
you know, I think he's willing to give up one shot.
Boy, Nino looking pretty
Arturo.
comfortable on 1 and 2. So Nino
He's
extending that
lighting
lead
up the grill, right?
from 20 to 30 over Tony now through 6 frames. Brandon making the spare. I'm going to say that was 22-38. 25-35. Well, I
saw
was
him
not
throw
close.
126 yesterday.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. It looks so effortless too. Like it doesn't even look like he's trying.
Well, I mean, he's a tall guy, big, huge backswing, long slide. I mean, that's what you need.
Yeah.
It's a
And
good
grind him,
recipe
yeah,
for
so
ball
let's see,
speed.
how are we over there? Grind him down 3 pins right now. Justin's on the strike, grind him on a spare. Grind him has to get this one in the ninth to put a little bit of pressure back on Justin. Let's see, I bet Brandon, yeah, he's zoned way back out. And so he actually tried to hook one right off the rail on that one. So
if Vialli strikes, he can get to 226.
correct. So that's
That
going to force
means
Steven
that
spare
Steve,
7.
yeah, he's
basically a
gonna
mark.
And he gets the strike. That was a good shot. That was a really good shot.
Steven, I mean, honestly, if Steven strikes on this first shot, he might just take the second one and just.
Oh, I missed it. Fucking Nino leaves solid 8-pin over there.
I'm guessing yes. I didn't. I was over here
missed
watching
it.
7 and 8, watching what's going on. Oh, crazy! Now he's
Crazy
getting comfortable.
finding it.
So
He's starting
again,
to find
so with
something.
his
Steven needs
spare 7,
He needs
spare 7.
yeah, spare 7 for Steven to win game 1. So Nino right now with a 19-pin lead.
Get there.
Oh,
that's a lot of 9.
A lot of 9.
That's a huge amount of 9. Well, thank you. We tried to do a great job for sure.
this is a
WIU spare. Yes.
We try to be, we're unfiltered, we're uncensored, and we just kind of give you our straight up honest opinion. Now, Crazy with a crazy hamburger sandwich fired up the grill on lane 6, so he's getting comfortable. And that's the thing with Crazy. A lot of times it takes a little bit for his shot to develop when he's using urethane. Oh, Tony, that's
you talk
big.
about that all the time.
I do too. For me, it's usually about a game, and then if I'm on a pair for more than a game, then I'm in pretty good shape. So I like 2 out of 3 matches because I don't mind if I lose game 1 because if I feel like my shot's coming to me, then that is totally fine.
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
You just have to look at the long game and not worry about the sprint. But with that last one, Steven shot, he easily could have been a big 4 through the face.
For real.
So if he does that
still
again,
needs
we could
7
tie.
pins.
Or a Greek Church or a Ding Dong or an Aberlon or any of that stuff.
Crazy is not only finding the look, he's finding some
Scores.
Do we have a pen?
I'm going to just take a picture of this one here. 5 and 6. I got a picture of it, so we're good there. I got that one.
Did you get?
I got that one, yeah.
Decelerated.
I'm like, oh no, keep on.
All right, we have more comments coming in. Crazy is just old. He's got to warm up. I agree. I am the same. We got Justin Rollins checking in.
Oh, J.
My guy Krankenstein going to be a tough guy to
I agree.
beat today.
Absolutely.
For real. And then Dave Layton checking in. Let's fucking go Crazy.
All right, so 10th frame, Urbano for the win.
Oh,
Urbano
Justin.
shuts him out. Game 1, Urbano's going to win. Go up 1-0 on Grind him.
All right.
Yeah. Just so good. Yeah, that's it. Anybody else for a lefty? No. He was the only one to make it out of all of the lefties. And me, that Andrew guy, he was a lefty. Not Andrew, I mean the one from last year. Razor Chick, yeah. That's such a great name, too.
You don't need a bully name. You're right, Garth.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Right, exactly. You already got your bowling name. All right. So I'm going to just take a picture of all the score sheets. That way we know what the scores will be. Oh, you can pull them off. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we don't need to worry about it then. Just in case there's like that whole total pin issue. But I don't think it'll be. You never know. I mean, you never know.
Frosted Tips ended up taking that one.
Oh, so Frosted Tips was a nice shot there on lane 3. He actually got it a little bit further right later, and that thing just faced up beautifully for him. And you see, he just raised his eyebrows because I think he was looking at it like, okay, like that did a whole lot. So that's a great thing. So,
And then
Urbano won
Justin
over
won.
Justin. Yep. 239. Nice finish for Justin there. Great finish. See what Tony can do here. He can actually cut this down to 9 pins. Oh, no, 10 pin. Needed that one. Had to have that one.
All right. What do you think of that?
That's funny, baby. That's good. I like
There
it.
we go. Scrolling across the bottom, you have, remember, it's a race to 2. You have the matchups down there so far. If that helps, I hope.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just...
So we have Cousin Ed checking in El Nino. I don't know who this is, but I love it. I can't even tell what those are, though. Crabs? Are those crabs?
It looks like it, I guess. I don't know.
She's giving us crabs.
All right. Well, hey.
Okay, and then Justin Urbano is a great guy. I totally agree. We love him here at the show for sure.
All right. So I'm
I
just
bowled
putting
on the
little
same pair
stars
with
on
him
the
last
game.
month in a tournament in East Providence. That I do believe. EP. Bowled several tournaments there. The DJBT stops there. My daughter just started college this year, first year, but she bowled plenty of DJBTs there, and I bowled a few with her, actually. All right, so we're getting going this game 2, and actually Crazy Train starts with a double. Brandon Bowen leaving the very hard 2-4-7-8, and unfortunately can't get the 8 to go.
So Crazy Train now jumping out to a early 22-pin lead in that one. Wiley missing left, but gets to Brooklyn. So again, he's in that same hole, 22 pins down to Stephen Major, who can make it 32 with a strike.
Yeah.
And Tony missed that 10 pin. So game 1's going to El Nino.
Oh shit! I had already put that in the ticker.
Well, that's okay. Well, you were correct then. So
I thought the wood was already out for Tony. I'm sorry. I was a little early on that one. Counted it early. Brandon was a very impressive mixer there. Head pin coming back across and taking out what pins had already fallen, but would have gotten crushed. Steven comes up a little late and can't get the 10 out on that one. Okay, when do the other 8 bowl? So this one is a race to 2 points. We have another round of matches that starts, at 11?
around 11:15, because he's
Okay.
just going to re-oil after this squad here.
And then we have another round of people that got 2 round buys that starts around 1 o'clock, I do believe.
Around that range sounds about right. Oh, Justin went left on that one. Oh, and that held. I think he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, he is.
You know, again, that a lot of urethane on 7 and 8. That's all they've thrown, creating a little
Crazy
bit of shim.
Train, put that shit on everything. Let's
32
go.
pin lead, can extend it to 42 pins here.
Fire up that fucking grill.
Oh,
Let's
that's
go.
good. That's pretty good.
Oh, all right.
All right.
So Nino closing out this game.
So 31 pins for Crazy Train, the lead right now. Nino can shoot 247 if he finishes that one off.
Steve really got a hold of that one.
Yeah, he got a
and,
nipple. That didn't get quite as far right. I think, again, like you said, he got a little bit more of it. It slowed down a little fast.
Yeah.
But a 4-pin is not the end of the world. I mean, he'll take right now a 20-pin lead.
Oh, Grindham finding out what to do on lane 8.
Yeah,
that
so
could be trouble
that could
for
be.
Justin.
Crazy Train with a nice spare
There we
there
go. He
on
made
lane
that.
5.
Yeah.
So nice work. So he'll 31 pins right now for Crazy Train on the lead. Uh-oh.
Oh.
All right, so 20-pin lead for Stephen Major on 7 and 8. We're kind of just getting underway. They're one frame in. They both have a strike. So
Yeah, 1 and 2 are the ones that are really lagging behind a little bit here. Brandon getting it wide.
Boy,
and
I'll tell
leaving
you,
the
I saw that a
3-7.
lot. That happened. I was in that boat yesterday myself. Looks like
Oh,
Nino
look at-
switched to a pitch black on that.
And that was the grossest 7-pin.
Yeah, but you can see definitely how much more shape that ball had than the 78 he was using.
Yeah, for real.
Viali peeling one off the edge. Great shot there. So now he gets back within 10 of Steven. If he strikes again, we are dead even in that match, folks.
Grindham doubling up
Yeah.
to start that match.
So
that was
early
a great
10-pin
shot.
lead for Grindham in that one. I'm sure you already answered, Luke. One to the other 8 ball. Okay, perfect.
That's when
good
we
try
were
there,
talking
my
about the 11:15.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, HBK just entered the building, boys and girls. Yeah, he bowled great yesterday. He was the leader of the first squad of this tournament, the Hungus 8K. Third and final, probably. Urbano with a big hit ball, but does not get the 10 out. Brandon not able to convert. Oh, here we go. So Viali now putting that shit on everything, coming back, putting the pressure on frosted tips. Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right. All of the things are now plugged.
All right. So Justin Urbano down right now.
The
10.
solar panels working extra hard today. Stephen Major.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Looks
So
like
we
he
have
moved in a little bit
he
on
did.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on lane 3. So with the one he got to the rim later down lane looked great.
The rim job.
The rim, yes.
Yeah, he
Rim job on
it,
3.
yeah. He really whacked the shit.
And the
out
second
of
one
it.
just, I think it was just more of a kind of a little grab issue. I don't think it was a lane issue at all. So I think as long as he just trusts it out to that spot and just rolls it, he should be fine. So,
Yeah, I
but
think
lane 3 can be the trickier lane of the two.
I agree. It's a 7-pin 710 farm for sure.
710 farm. Is that like a tree farm?
Yeah, kind of. You know the 710. It's the official split of the Frankie and Ding Dong
It
show.
100% is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So speaking of grabby, Crazy Train got a little grabby on that one. Lucky to just leave the 3-pin, knocks it down. Stephen Major.
So that one was a little
definitely-
bit tighter, but you can see the
he
speed was up a
smoothed it
little.
out, though.
Yeah, the speed was up a little. Definitely just stayed firm through the bottom of the release point, and that ball stayed right on line. So, so that tells me he's got a little bit of play there because he can get it out and it kind of recovers and looks great.
Well, yeah, when he makes it slow down.
Yeah, and if he stays firm behind it, he's got that little bit of shim. So crazy train.
Get up. Yeah.
Oh,
got
get
the
out of there,
10 out.
7-pin.
Let's go.
All right, so Crazy Train keeping a 42-pin lead right now.
Nino starting this match with a pair of strikes. Urbano with a tough spare there.
Yeah.
The 4-8 on
So,
this pattern.
Yeah, it's
tricky.
It's one of those situations where like Grindham can play the ditch as well as anyone, like in New England for sure. And if his urethane starts to shape the way he had it shaping yesterday, and he gets comfortable on that channel, then it's going to be a really good match, and we could definitely see that possibility of going 3. Oh, Tony Bennett switching to a purple hammer. He's into urethane now. Switched off the resin.
So I hate to go away from the bowling, but I'm going to go away from it for just a second. We're going to show you the pattern that they're bowling on here today. It's the 2007 Masters pattern.
Yes.
It is 39 feet, 19.71 mils of sport fun. 2.2 max ratio, and zone 2 is the highest ratio you'll find in this pattern. It is definitely a high difficulty pattern. Gettable. It is gettable. However, if you are not right on top of your game, it will also punish you. So,
speaking of getting punished, Chris Viali threw the best shot you could possibly throw on lane 3 in Stone 8. I mean, that ball was absolutely pure off his hand.
Yeah.
He threw it amazing.
So there's the pattern for you guys. I just wanted to show it to you real quick. There's 5 zones in this pattern and 39 feet of fun. Let's get back to the bowling.
Oh, Brandon missing way right. That is a 4-6 through the face.
Dave checking in, double 10 ding dong. Yeah. So I bowled against Dave in the league here a couple Tuesdays ago, and I actually moved the 4-pin all the way across the deck, and it stood right in front of the 10-pin that was standing.
Yeah, that was standing. Yep.
And so I had a double 10-pin because 10 pins alone aren't shitty enough.
Right.
I had to have a double fucking 10
Two
pin.
at once.
So of course it was an out of range, and you had to wait
All
for
that
that
stuff,
and
right.
whatever. But yeah, the double 10 pin,
Yeah.
which was actually a 410. If it had fallen and had to be reset, it was going to have to be reset as the fucking 410, which is even worse.
How often does that happen though? Chris makes a great shot on 3, stone 8s, and Steven trips a 4 coming high. So it's almost it does happen that way, right? Sometimes crazy.
Let's go, Crazy Train!
Crazy
Huge
Train.
double.
Huge double there. That's going to pick his lead back up right now.
Oh,
He's going to balloon that lead.
49.
His lead is now 58. Can actually make it 68 if he strikes here, and effectively end game 2. And if we see a situation where both guys had blowout wins, then if you had a tie situation, that could be a pretty close total pin match. So.
Yeah. So Grindham finding some trouble last couple frames. He chopped a spare and then
he
came
chopped
back
a
with
6-9.
this big split to
Crazy.
7-10.
Put that shit on everything. Yes, we do.
Also finding trouble, Nino leaving a 4-9 on a nice high hit, but can't convert. See if Ayali can bounce back off of that really, really bad stone break.
Yeah, Chris is such a great player. I can't imagine he won't throw a good one here. Yeah, that was
really
great.
good. Really
I
good.
knew it
Yeah.
as soon as he let it go.
Great shot.
Yeah. So, and if I'm him, you can't really make an adjustment off that stone 8. That was a great shot.
Hey, baby, what's up? Let's go. Get fired up.
Anyway. All matches, the second round start at the same time.
Yes. Yeah, because he's got a re-oil. So.
Oh, he is.
Oh, Nino tripping 4-pin. Let's see if Justin can take advantage of his opponent's plight. No, not really. Leaving 2-8. That could be tricky. That could be tricky on this pattern.
Yeah. Well,
that is tricky on fucking lane 8. That's tricky.
Chris Vialli is going to have to strike here to have any shot of staying alive in this match against Stephen Major.
Oh, that might be good. Oh, gets the high hit.
He needed it. And got it. So there we go. Nice shot by Chris. Brandon trying a different piece. Looked like he went to a black 78. I think because he wants to, the purple is really starting to shape hard for him, like really hard, especially on lane 5.
Yeah.
So not a bad idea. Tony has been absolute nuts since the last 3 balls with his purple.
Great.
Look amazing.
That was fucking
So he
great.
really puts the heat on Nino. 34-pin lead for Tony right now. Stephen Major.
He's really starting to get comfortable.
Yeah.
He is starting to get comfortable, and he is going to walk away with the victory in here, I think.
Well, it's not over yet. So he can shoot 268. If he goes 9 spare strike here, that's 247. And Chris Vialli can strike out for 247. Strike here shuts him out. Anything less than a strike here, Chris still has a chance to either tie or win it.
Holy fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's do this.
See what happens. And of course, Steven finishing on lane 3, and the higher seed was Chris. So this could be something that when you're the higher seed, this could be the reason you want to be a higher seed. Make your opponent finish on what I feel is the trickier lane to carry on. It's not necessarily the trickier lane to hit the pocket on. It's just a trickier lane to carry strikes on. Let's see what happens for Steven in the 10th.
Oh, he rolled it good. Oh,
there it is.
Quality shot. You want to talk about quality shots? Right
absolutely. Crack open a Moosehead 6-pack for Stephen Major.
Get up.
Crazy.
Did that get the light hit?
It did.
Yeah. Running the train.
All right.
So Justin ended up leaving himself another 2-8 back-to-back 2-8s. Did he make the first?
He did. Yeah. So he's got 74 in the 4th, a 9-pin lead. Great spare shooter too, so he makes that no problem.
Awesome. Awesome.
Got to see that all day yesterday bowling with him. So
yeah, it was great.
That was way. Oh wow.
Get up.
Oh my God, that struck. It tripped the 2-pin out late. So that's a
spank it.
We have another Moosehead 6-pack here. Crack open a Moosehead.
Nino
stayed with the 78.
And he
got it. That was a
quality shot.
Quality one there. So Stephen Major is
Stephen
going to
Major.
advance.
So let's go ahead and I'm going to update Frosted Tips
Nice game,
with the win. Let's go. Great,
Good job, Steve.
great bowling.
Good bowling. And great bowling by Chris. I mean, I love watching him bowl.
Absolutely.
I mean, just a couple. I mean, that tough break on the 8-pin was the big difference. I mean, if he carries that one.
So it looks
they
like
had a- he
Crazy's
actually
going to
saw the
win
chance.
this game, right? We'll put that in.
Yep. So they'll be tied 1-1. Crazy's already locked them out.
And those are the only two that are decided.
266 for Crazy Train. So Brandon now looks like he's dialed in with the black because it looks like the black is something he can stay where he was with the purple and really just rail on it, and it's not going to jump on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Grindham now can take
So
the
let's
lead. He's down
update
9.
that.
He can go up 1 with a strike.
Dennis checking back in. Major
Oh my God,
bowling.
Grindham through the nose, tripping a 610 through the face
Oh, man.
to take a 1-pin lead on Justin Urbano. And Grindham got out of urethane. He went to the TNT.
McMillian.
Oh, Jack Parkman,
Don't
that's
step
me. Yeah.
on the track.
And the
The
train's
train's
coming
coming through. Let's go. Brandon. Oh, dirty
Ripper 8.
pin.
The old Ripper 8.
Ripper, yeah.
Yeah. Can that be his Bopo nickname, Jack the Ripper?
I like it. I like it. Steve, where's Steve? Yeah, you're gonna be going to 7 and
You'll
8.
be going to 7 and 8, Stephen. Yes. So Stephen Major moves on. That one's in the book.
So Tony Bennett
Just
looking to get the Yahtzee going. Oh, he gets it!
Tony B.
Yahtzee for Tony B. So
Wonder,
he's.
I wonder if some of the players on this are used to announcers getting so excited when they throw shots.
Yeah, that's for Chris.
That's for okay, perfect. All right, perfect.
All right, so Justin. So Grindham ended up doubling. Justin having some issues carrying over there.
Yeah.
All right, so Crazy Train starting this third and deciding game with a 10-pin. Tony Bennett,
Cracked open a 6-pack.
he cracked open the PBR 6-pack over there. Would it be a
Is it
Corona?
brewing?
Is it a Corona 6-pack since he's against El Nino?
It's a Sunday tournament.
Oh, well, I don't know. Is Orno Brewing? I don't know if Orno Brewing picked us back up.
That was me yesterday.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
going with the Corona.
Corona
Just
6-pack.
heads. Just no 6-packs.
Okay. So 7 and 8. We have Justin won the first game. Right now,
Yeah,
we're
Grindham.
sitting with Grindham has 65 in the 4, double in the 5th and 6.
1-pin lead for Grindham right now. Can make it 11 if he strikes here.
Yeah. His opponent Justin 114 in the 6 with a spare up. Excuse me, in the 7.
Yeah, Tony really putting the hammer
It is
down
not.
right now on El Nino this game.
Yeah,
But, I
he
mean, it's
really
not
is.
over because, I mean, El Nino gets such a 245.
Oh.
Grindham out of urethane into the TNT with the resin. And that one just kind of labored a little bit, like through the pins. It didn't, it was kind of not that Ripper 10. It was that kind of half lazy 6-pin kind of laid there, but then kind of went out back type of deal. So
So, Sonny D, I understand Modelo, and the salesmen are trying to push Modelo, but Modelo doesn't sell as well as Corona. I'm sorry, it just does not. It's like the fucking Wish Corona.
Wow.
What do you expect?
Holy Moses, did he open up lane 5?
Is he still in the purple?
Well, he had tried the black. I think he went back to it. He actually used the black. He looks like it. Yeah, because if that's a black, that's a whole lot out of a black.
It is.
Oh, you know what I think that is? That's actually a Black Widow urethane. The Black Widow urethane. That's what it looks like. So I saw the orange pin on it.
Oh,
So it's-
really?
yeah. That's what it looks like. I could be
Crazy
wrong,
with
but
the
that's
quality
100% what I'm pretty.
You might have to go down and scout.
Yeah.
Tony
Bennett.
He's got 7. Is that a number for that?
7.
Do you have something for that?
7th heaven.
Jeez.
Yeah, easy on the religion there, Ding Dong. Right?
Well, we're at bowling heaven, though, right?
That's true. That's true.
Isn't that what they refer to Bayside Bowl as?
Yeah, bowling nirvana, I think.
Oh, crazy. He must have missed that one at the bottom because it never saw it where it had been seeing it. Leaves the empty bucket. Grindham looking at a 6-pin. Spare attempt.
Yeah, kind of. His looks kind of gone away a little bit. Kind of trying to find it. Oh,
You know whose look
Tony
has
Bennett
not gone away?
It's Tony Bennett. And you
Yes.
know what? Does that mean Tony Bennett is now in a New
I'm-
York state of mind?
Oh, yes.
You know we had to go there.
Love it. Love it. All right, so I'm changing the ticker, and I'm putting Tony as a win. Do we have a
even if he
nickname
opens
for
is in
him?
the 260. So.
No,
No,
as
they're
a win
1-1.
nickname.
They're
So
1-1
I
in
was
that
like,
match.
wait, what?
Does Tony have a nickname?
No, he doesn't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with one. I gotta ask Mallory. She knows Tony pretty well. So
Yeah.
we'll,
All right, so there's a couple
we're going on
comments
with a
coming
Ripper
in.
guess what? We have a tie match over there right now.
So-
Urbano 133 in the 7th with a 9 count spare
Lot-
attempt looming, and 133 in the 7th with a 9 spare already on the board for Gaskill. And here goes Brandon. That definitely rips like it's an ASIM for sure, but it's definitely urethane. I'm pretty sure that's a black urethane.
So Linus checking in, throwing some trains on the board.
Choo choo.
We got Steven checking in. I got a name for Tony Bennett. Bennett.
Yeah, Tony doesn't hook it that
That's not
hard though.
bad.
He doesn't. He's
And
not like a
then
big
we have
hooker.
another one that came in, Hot Hand Tony.
Hot hand Tony.
So keep those suggestions coming in for sure. He's kind of a Ken doll.
So here's the thing. But Tony
fuck.
so we need to.
Oh,
we need to-
okay.
the
It's
4,
over.
6,
It's over.
7. Yeah, that match was
he's-
over. I think
he's
he's just
just-
attempting, trying different things.
He's trying something.
Peel job.
You want to talk about trying shit? Brandon Bone's trying to break
So that's
a
where the
pin.
advantage of. So the last game was over fairly quickly because a Crazy Train was just running them. So it gave Brandon the opportunity to try a bunch of different things. And
I agree.
honestly, like with those best of 3 matches, that's what you get sometimes. Sometimes you can win a massive game, and then all of a sudden you're in a hole, and you're like, "What happened?" Well, my opponent had 7 frames to figure out something for the next game.
Oh my God!
Push.
Did you see that blower 7
I
pin
saw
that
it.
Justin
I saw
just
it.
left? So Justin is now sitting
I gave him an
151
8, so it's
in
gonna-
the. Oh, it should be 152 in the 8th. He's changing it,
Same thing it did yesterday. When you leave a 7 pin, I gave him 8.
and then so it's a 1-pin
That was
match
us. Okay.
over there because Grindham has 133 in the 7th with spare in the 8th. Wow, 1-pin match. So
Tony Bennett.
cousin in checking in. Let's fucking go, Crazy Train.
All right, so here's the thing. Tony and his daughter, they ride a lot of roller coasters, go to amusement parks. So can we get some kind of nickname with roller coasters with Tony's name? Like, can we get something kind of, you know
Twisted
what I mean?
Tony.
Oh, what was
Tony.
remember the
Twister?
old roller coaster tycoon video game? Tycoon Tony.
Jesus Christ, Tycoon.
Tycoon Tony. How about that? For the roller coaster tycoon. Tycoon Tony.
Huh.
Linus checking back in. Crazy is going crazy.
Yeah,
I think
Crazy
Monday
Train
is
needed.
going crazy.
Crazy
He got
Train
a-
needed
he got
that
a
double.
double there. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon strikes. He's up 42. Tony's
Fuck.
just going to try to put the back 11 on El Nino here.
Yeah, no big deal. 290.
Shake
Take
it off.
that.
Wonder if the kids are leaving the house now.
Oh, Brandon getting it wide and it doesn't quite respond, but only leaves the A3 pin. No trouble there for him.
Now, so here's the situation in the Gaskill.
One pin, right?
Yeah, 1 pin. 1 pin lead right now for Gaskill. Tony just trying something on the fill there. That was a good move. Gaskill staying with the TNT.
Oh, it wraps 10 on
So
lane 8.
they're going to be.
That does not surprise me. So it's even, right?
It is even. Yeah, going into the 10th.
As long
That
as he
is
makes
dead
a
even
spare.
match.
Yeah.
That was a great
Makes a
shot.
spare.
So he leaves the friggin' flat 10 last time on that lane, makes a great adjustment, and then leaves the ring 10. Like, ugh.
All right, so we got some more people coming back in. We got a cousin in. We already got a Tony
He goes
that
as
is
trash
twisted.
checking in, not Linus. Wrong, Carl. He said.
Oh, sorry. We have Tsunami Tony.
Oh, I like that.
We have Steven checking in. I like Tycoon Tony.
I like Tycoon Tony.
Oh, okay.
Top
So
Thrill Tony.
Huh?
this is trash checking in,
Yeah.
not Linus. Sorry.
Wrong,
Wrong
Carl.
Carl.
For some
That's
reason,
so
I
funny.
thought Trash's Carl started with a K. Am I wrong with
That's-
that?
No,
Yeah, no,
Linus
it's-
is Carl.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just had him
I'm all
backwards.
fucked
That's
up.
all messed up. Don't know what to do. Are you a 311 song now?
Jesus Christ, I hope not.
Shake off the 289.
Oh,
All right, so
Nino
Nino's
starting
starting.
with a strike.
Yeah, he's in that. He went back to that pitch black. Dude, I like watching what Brandon's doing right now. Boy, oh boy.
Just absolutely whacking it. Really good speed control again, just like Frankie mentioned before. 17 and a half to 17 and a quarter every shot.
Yeah, it does have an orange pin. He's right.
I'm pretty sure he's using the black with a black. He switched to it in the morning.
See if Tony Bennett continued the success. Still has purple in his hand. Oh, comes up a little late with the 2-pin, but Crazy Train putting that shit on everything. He needs to mount a charge. Speaking of mounting a charge, oh, that's a tough 2-5 spare in the 10th
Yeah,
frame.
especially an 8 count on the spare. So like now he's going to be in a 2-pin hole. But
Right.
spare strike here is huge because you got to
You
get
can
the
get
pin
to
count.
190. Yeah.
Right, 190, which would force Justin to go 9 spare strike to win, or strike in any combination of 9 pins on 2 balls. So,
Tony covering up his spare. Let's go, Crazy Train. Yeah. Woo. Keep that
So
train
Crazy-
rolling.
so Crazy Train back within, 21 now. So that's definitely not a
Ryan
stretch.
making the spare. He
So
needed
10
to do
pins is
that.
big here. Like anything less than 10 is going to be pretty tough to win. But if he gets 10 here, that definitely makes Justin still have to make quality shots on in the 10th frame.
Oh, I agree.
It's too tie. What's the
So it's total pins if they
Tycoon
tie
Tony with a strike.
doesn't because it just carries over to game 3. So basically, it's
I don't know. Brandon with a really quality shot there on lane 6. We think it's the black urethane widow.
Yeah.
Overseas ball, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a big 9 right there.
Ramps
Yeah, Brian.
10.
Yeah, he knows too. That 9 could be massive.
So now 9 spare 9 wins it, right?
Yeah, 9 spare 8 or 8 spare 9, I believe, right? Or might be 9 spare 9. You're right, because he got the 189. Yeah, 9 spare.
I think.
9 spare 9.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Or 8 spare strike, or any combination of that.
Nino with
So
a
2
quality
different balls.
shot. Yeah.
So that's interesting. 78 on 2, but the pitch black on 1, which normally shapes harder. That's interesting.
Maybe
But he
it's
knows
way
some-
deeper. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of urethane going down those lanes, so it definitely makes a difference. on
Could
how the
be
balls react.
creating some shim, a little push down there.
Yeah.
So let's see how
Let me say,
Justin.
we got a lot of talent here on the top step sitting next to us. We got Brandon Bone sitting next to Andrew Hall.
Yeah.
Andrew Hall just earned his tour exemption for next year, and you'll be seeing him later on. He is going to be bowling
All
in
right,
the next
Justin's
round.
balls away.
Oh,
He gets to 9.
That's a big 9 because he actually got the 8 pin out late on that. It could have been a 4-8, but just the 4 pin. Come on.
Come on, Crazy needed that
Yeah,
strike.
he had to have that one. That's the one that's going to end it right there.
Oh, Nino. Speaking of pitch black and hooking more, Nino comes up heavy on
Yeah.
lane 1.
Hey, look,
And-
we got the other Carl checking in.
Oh,
There he is.
there he is. There's Linus.
Checking in on the YouTube feed. So love it.
Yeah, love it. So now we have awesome.
All right,
Can't
you're gonna
wait
get
to
a
see you,
nice
brother.
view. You get a nice view of Justin Urbano shooting his 4 pin on our other cam we have on the 5 through 8 side of the building.
Yeah.
So take a look at that spare, folks, coming right at you. Makes it all
yeah.
right. So now he needs 9 pins for the
9
win.
sticks for the win.
If it's an 8 pin, if it's 8 for a tie, then it'll just be 1.5 to half, and then we'll go to game 3. and then that's when the chance of the total pins comes into play.
Yeah, so this is a big 9 drop because this gets him through to the next round.
Correct.
Crazy
Oh,
can't
Crazy.
get the 10.
So those 2 frames right there. Crazy throwing a couple quality shots. I mean, a little shaker 7 and a 10 pin. I mean, and I love the
8 to
fact that
tie,
Crazy Train has just done a great job here in his first Hungus 8K finals that he's made. He wins a game against Brandon, comes back this game after an early open, throws that 4-bagger, gives himself a chance. You know what? Great experience there for Crazy Train. And a Buxton smile on lane 2.
Oh, 7 is a loss. So we're going to a game 3 over there. Let's update the banner.
Wow. That's why you just never know.
You never know what's going to happen in bowling.
All right, so we're going to have, two games going to game 3, which is your match on 1 and 2. Right now is in game 3, and then the match on 7 and 8 is going to game 3 right now.
So this match about to get decided on 5 and 6.
Yes, I mean Brandon
with
just
a strike here in the 9th. I think Brandon locks it up.
Oh yeah. Even honestly, good pin count because the best Crazy can do is 226. Brandon already in the 240s, and now it's definitely over.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
That's gonna solve that matchup. And boy, Crazy giving him a nice run though. I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
Nothing to hang his head about at all.
Did not get skunked by any means either.
Both fantastic, and pretty proud of our boy Crazy Train here today.
Very proud of him for sure. Ticker is updated for you guys.
All right, grind and Gaskill, as they say. Don't they say don't let me win one? Isn't that what sometimes?
I would say that
people
about
say?
Grindham every time. You let him in, give him a little opening, he's gonna fucking rip it wide open.
I think that Brandon's going to be a little upset that they're going to be a re-oil because I think he's getting kind of comfortable on these lanes, and he would be pretty happy with them. Although he's the only lefty, so it doesn't.
Where would he be moving?
Yeah, so he's going to 3 and 4.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually update this. So we're going to have a bone ripcord match on 3 and 4.
Awesome.
And so the other matchup is going to be Splinter against Stephen Major on 7 and 8. Tony just the last 2 frames kind of just getting nuked there on 1 and 2. So El Nino sitting on the bench just increases his lead to 34 pins.
Macmillian checking in. Big Tony says, great rolling, Adam. We agree. We concur with that 100%. Great showing, Crazy Train, up against quite a competitor in Brandon Bone, for sure. Justin really rolled that smooth.
Little
10
shaker
pin.
10 pin for Justice. So lane 8 seems to be the harder lane to get the pin carry on right now because that's where
Big
Gaskill left a couple of
surprise.
his 10 pins too. So.
Nino with a quality shot. Creeps up a little high, leaving 4 pin. So right now, really, we only have matches going on 1 and 2 and on 7 and 8. Let's see. See if we can adjust this for you a little bit. We'll get a little bit better view of 1 and 2 for you guys.
Yeah,
Since
we'll just
3 and
adjust that
4 is
over.
out
That
right
match is
now.
over. Yep. And you already got a good look at the 7 and 8 match. You got the scoreboard right there. So
yeah.
all right.
Cousin It checking back in. Love you, Crazy. Way to fight. For sure, we agree. Man,
Right.
they're having some troubles over there on 1 and 2. The transition is not being kind to them.
I got a little bit of information from Grindham Gaskill. I talked to him between games, and he said, he goes, the 2 of us have done a good job just trashing that pair with urethane. He goes, so they're getting really messy on 7 and 8. So that could be just a battle of attrition. Really, the first guy to get to 190, 200 might be the winner, unless someone really makes a big adjustment. Justin looks like he's staying with urethane. Grindham into resin. Was into resin at the end of the last game. So
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't take much to muddy up the waters on lane 8 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Nino. Oh, I thought that was
Wow.
boy. Wow, that was close. Even he said like, ooh. So 32 pin lead, but with the way Tony can throw 5 or 6 in a row, and there we go. Ryan just talking about how
Bucket
messy
with
it
the
is.
fries.
Yep, chicken bucket with fries on lane 8.
Man, that sounds good. We can't be talking about that shit
Oh,
this
I know,
early.
I know.
It's too fucking early to be talking about chicken. I love boneless chicken. Love me some boneless.
Oh,
You know,
we'll get some tendies here later once the kitchen opens up.
I'll tell you right now, if you want the best fucking boneless chicken, you get the boneless wings at the Great Lost Bear. They're fucking amazing. They're better than chicken tenders.
You know
are
what's
most
really
places.
good? You know what's really good at the Great Lost Bear is the fried mushrooms. You ever had them there?
No.
Dude, they are sick. And I love fried mushrooms. They're one of the best places to get them anywhere.
There's so many good things on the menu. They have this burger that has like an egg on it and chili and like everything in the world. It's amazing.
I'll tell you, the one thing I'll never get there again, though, is like they had like the chips and queso thing, and the queso like solidifies in like 2 seconds, and it turns into like artery hardener. So that's the only thing there I've had that I'm not a big fan. Because like I was putting the little flag things in it and turn it upside down, and they wouldn't move. But everything else I've had there is good. So
they have a really good beer selection too. If you guys are looking for draft beer, he's moving in.
Yeah, and that's a great spare on that, by the way. Still staying with that TNT.
Oh no,
he's right around.
He moved in just a tiny bit, I guess.
Woo! So he's got lane 7 down. Tony really
Big surprise, lane 8.
Tycoon Tony struggling a little bit on 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I think he
again,
at this point might
so
want to
much
get out of
urethane
urethane.
going down there. So much urethane going down there.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
All right, so Justin stepping up on lane 8. Man, great bowling. Lots of shouts out, just so you know, when you go check the stream.
Okay.
Cousin It, McMillian. We got Trash Island reaching out. Lots of guys reaching out.
Oh, you got it. You're going to be on 1 and 2 against the winner of the Gaskill or Mono match. So, and there'll be a re-oil. Yeah, it's usually about 3 to 4 more than 2 on average for the righties. So it's that lane definitely it just picks up a lot faster. You know what I mean? It's just
All right, so let's get some scoring updates here. 7 and 8 just
Brandon, you'll be on
starting.
3 and 4. against
Urbano
Buck
starting
Report.
9 spare double.
Buck Report.
Gaskill starting strike
Cold
spare
Wood.
strike.
Go Cold
He
Wood.
did fill
Yeah.
the frame on that full chicken bucket. Over here on 1 and 2, however,
Like I said, I was
Nino 105 in the 5th, looking at a 10 pin.
Yeah. So Brandon, we need to. Do you have
Tycoon
a
Tony
heavy
has
that you use at all?
86 on the open.
I was just calling you Jack the Ripper.
Trouble
I was just
over
calling him Jack the Ripper because he was just shredding the rack. Oh, okay.
You like that? That's
The Ripper. Yeah, the Ripper.
The Ripper.
Yeah, the
You got a
Ripper.
name now. Why are
Yep.
all the names natural, fast, and like pretty decent up here? I like
Yeah, and a lot of times it's just like organically, like you just whatever we, it just something just comes to us, and that's just
Yeah,
what
we
you
said
get.
he just
That's what you
ripped
get.
the rack on that
Yep.
one. That you were the
Ryan
Ripper.
followed me in for football in high school, so
Right.
I thought it was.
So empty bucket for Urbano. Let's see if
Oh,
he can
get
make
3.
it. Oh yeah,
Oh, great
cover,
spare.
beautiful cover. So
So
he starts spare, double spare.
yeah, so he's up 7 pins right now, but Gaskill can take a 3-pin lead if he strikes if he gets his double. So right now, El Nino in total control, 45-pin lead going into the 7th frame. But things can change like this if you just have one bad frame. So he's got to stay on the gas.
Garbage game, throws the ball terrible.
Wow, he is shaping that pitch black with crazy on pitch black. Gets a strike. That really hurts for Tony.
Yeah, well, actually,
Tycoon Tony needs to find something else. Oh, Grindham getting it to strike on lane 8. That could prove to be really, really important. Now he's starting with strike, spare, double in that match. That changes things a little bit,
You can hook it. It's kind of
especially if he puts that shit on everything
Brandon,
here.
were you using, was that the Black Widow urethane? That thing looked awesome. That ball's pretty sick.
yeah. So like,
Oh, Tony
That's what I
finding
thought
a
it
way
was
to
just
strike
watching.
on lane 2.
I didn't throw it at all yesterday.
Oh, really? What were you in yesterday for the most part?
78.
The 78.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, lane 5 can be a little tricky on the left. Even on the right, there's this weird little hang spot, and if you get inside of it, it kind of jumps. But if you're closer to the gutter and you kind of
Grind
peel it
him.
off it on lane 5.
Oh, Grindham puts that
Yeah,
shit on
Grindham with a
everything,
great shot
changes the dynamic of this. third and deciding game a
Yeah,
little
that
bit.
was a great shot.
I don't know. She said she needed to like walk back.
I heard Ding Dong say,
But that's not like
but here's the deal.
You know,
Good
so-
job.
yes,
Like,
yes,
I
the
had
Weedosa.
She was
No, it
so
was Weed Mosta because
Right, this is
I
great, yeah.
smoked most of the weed.
double B, like, that's too, everybody's gonna
I was
know.
Right.
like,
The Ripper. Like I got
All the
Ripper.
weeds.
Ooh.
So, you know,
Yeah. All right. You're the Ripper.
there's
the
a
rest of
lot
the
of
day.
weed in this
All right,
city.
perfect.
It needs to be cleaned
All right.
up. Clean
So,
up the
so
weeds.
Brandon's now the Ripper from now on, by the way.
I love it. And
Yeah.
that was the 78 Black Widow. I mean,
Oh,
not the 78.
The Widow. Yep.
The
So,
black
hey,
urethane
Frankie's
widow.
eyes do not deceive.
Yeah,
Just-
which is not a 78. That was
Definitely
pre
not.
78.
Yeah, that was a. Yeah, that's
they're
yeah.
all
That's got the probably the same urethane compound as the purple, I would imagine.
Probably pretty. I would guess pretty close to that. So.
So Justin leaving a 10 pin and now finds himself in a deficit to grind him in this match.
Yeah, it's Grindham getting a little comfortable out there. You know what I mean? And Justin just can't get the corners out. I'll be curious to see if he gets away from urethane and decides I need to start bending it a little more with resin.
Well, here's the deal. Grindham carried on lane 8
Right.
and was able to put some
And that's
strikes
the biggest
together.
thing, right?
Justin leaving that 10
And,
pin on
and
lane
basically,
8.
Grindham told me he didn't think he could do that anymore with his 78 that he was using, so his red 78. So he had to get into resin to get pin carry. You know, because Grindham does play him out a little straighter. You know, so he needs. When the urethane's continuing, he's money. But as soon as that starts to go away on him, it's not like he can just rip a little extra hand and get around it.
Yeah.
He would rather just I'll stay in the same spot with a bigger ball, go to the resin, go to something with a big differential, and just let it rip.
Yeah.
So you lost
Yeah,
Off that
so-
spot.
So Nino with any mark here is going to close out that game.
Yeah, any mark, you're correct, Ding Dong, right here. And he is shaping that lane 1 really well. Oh, almost
Oh,
to
wow.
810, but just a 2-pin. So
Justin cannot get it to carry on 7 either. Leaves the
that's enough right there.
You
That's
lost
enough.
at least one viewer. That's because he came from home down here to watch in person.
Oh,
That's okay.
so
That's
check.
okay.
I like how we got 13 loves on this telecast. That's awesome. Likes
Yeah,
and
it
loves.
is.
So
Keep them coming.
yeah, right there. Nino just locked it up. Even if he would have missed this, he would be at 182. The bet with a frame to go. Best Tony can do if he strikes out is 180. So El Nino's going to move on. I'm going to update the bracket.
All right, I updated the ticker.
Okay.
So now all we have going on after we'll watch Tony's final shots, and then we're gonna focus in on the matchup on 7 and 8 for you.
Yes, we will go exclusively,
Yeah.
basically, to that matchup. We're not
Yes,
even
we
going to worry
will.
about
Yep.
it. Yeah, Tony just moved in and tried to trick it a little bit with the urethane. It still didn't carry on him, so unfortunately, got in a kind of a big hole in that 3rd and 4th frame this game, and just really couldn't dig out of it.
So you want to talk about huge shots right now on lane 8 is probably one of the hugest shots of the day.
Oh, that almost 4-7-10.
And that would have absolutely opened the door for Justin.
Justin,
But just a 10 pin
Just a 10
doesn't
pin,
hurt.
that's fine. So a 14-pin lead right now. That's fine. And then they'll both have spares up. So then Grindham just have to reset. He's been absolutely owning lane 7. This game on lane 7, he is 3 for 3. So
Yeah, absolutely. That TNT is definitely looking great.
Did we officially find out what
Tony on lane 1.
Yes, it was the black urethane widow.
black urethane?
So I like Tycoon Tony and the Ripper for Brandon Bone. So
Yes.
we got a couple nicknames going, and Brandon loves it. Calling him the Ripper
Wasn't
because he
very
just
close.
shreds it. He's like, "Oh, I
Grindham,
love
it
that."
was close, but Grindham was able to knock it down. Tycoon Tony finishing out his game, leaving him 10 pin on lane 1. El Nino will be moving on. He's going to face Danielle McCune next round on lanes 5 and 6.
I'm calling him Tycoon Tony. Gaskill, 4 for 4.
Gaskill.
I bet he's wishing he was finishing the 10th frame on lane 7 this game.
He's putting the hurt on right now. Justin needs to put the foot
I mean,
on
it's
the
only
gas.
a 14-pin match right now. If Justin can figure it out, can he get pin carry here for the remainder of this game?
I have him serious, 705 to 703. I just figured it out.
Oh, really?
I had him serious,
So,
705 to
wow,
703.
no kidding. Yeah, I knew that because you guys both had big wins,
Yeah.
that it would be kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. Dude, I was so proud of you, brother.
I know.
Nice job. And yesterday.
That's my back loosened up about the 7th frame last game. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
you were really, you could tell you were getting pretty comfortable out there. You know, you get kind of those nerves out of the way halfway through game one, and then after that, you could tell you were really settled in really well.
So,
that was
Campfire Therapy checking in. Is it possible to root for all to win? You know what? That's exactly, we mimic those sentiments exactly.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that.
But did Justin leave a 7-pin? That
Yeah,
might
that
close
was
the
that
door.
was high too. Like that was a pretty fortunate 7-pin.
So, well, at this
It
point,
almost
he's
caved
going to
in.
need some help from Grinding, really.
Right, because he's down 15 right now.
And he's running out of frames. There's only 3 frames left.
Right, so he's got to make the spare. Again,
that's
it's
the
not over, but he's got to figure out a way to strike on both lanes. He hasn't thrown a strike since the 3rd frame. That's going to hook a lot. All right, it did.
Oh, yeah. Great cover. Great cover for Justin.
All right, so we are just focusing on just the match on 7 and 8 now.
Well, yeah, Nino's
Nino's just got,
he's
he's got one more shot, right? He's just, as he tested it out,
shot.
looks like he went to a resin ball
Yeah,
on the
that
first
does look
shot.
like a resin
And
ball.
now this is a different resin ball for the fill.
That looks like an IQ, doesn't it? Or, all right. There it is. There you have it. So let's go
All right,
ahead
so
and
213 to 158 officially for El Nino to close that out over Tony.
Oh, I don't have
So that was a 2-1 match.
There we go. Let's focus just on the match on 7
There we go.
and 8
We got it. And you could see to the right the FKM Hall of Fame, which one of our
Oh,
guys
yeah,
in this
look at
year
that,
was
yeah.
King Ding Dong into
And,
the Hall of
yeah,
Fame this
well,
year.
You were your first year.
Yeah,
so
so we
you're
had
up there
a
as well.
we had a nice stacked field here of 4 bowlers. We had Storm to Vincent, you, Angelique, and Adam Mishu getting in this year. So it was so Justin tried to make the big adjustment. The ball just checked up on him.
Yeah.
Gets an 8 count because he's got to keep marking though, because Mark still put enough pressure
Yeah,
on
you
Gaskell
gotta
to
keep
have
it
to
clean.
stay clean.
You
Yeah,
got to keep it clean.
stay clean and still with a chance. You know what I mean? So
I mean, he had to try something. Like you said, he had
you can't
instructions
keep
at
doing the
3rd
same
frame.
thing
Yeah.
over and over, right?
You got
Exactly.
to try to throw up the strikes.
Yeah,
At this point.
and you know what? And that's the thing. That's why these guys are here. They're gonna make that move. Like you know, he wasn't gonna just keep doing the same thing for the last 3 frames.
Right.
And that move didn't work, but that gives him information to make a different move next time. So Justin making the spare. So now down 17 currently to Gaskell. If Gaskell strikes here though in the 9th, at the 8th, extends that to 27, going on to his good lane for the 9th, this match could potentially be over. But again, the tricky lane 8. Can he double it up here again on lane 8?
So I said last frame it might have been the biggest shot of the day. Let's change that. This might be the biggest shot of the day.
Yeah, the biggest pressure shot for sure. On this lane, he's gone 5 count spare, strike, 9 count spare. So it's been a little mixed bag of everything on that lane for him. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gave it the mustard.
Grind
Yeah, big double. That was a big shot.
Gets the head pin to
All
come
right.
off the wall and take out the 4-7 on
Yeah,
that shot.
and at that he kept his ball speed up on that one a little bit and just gave it the hand and the speed and just trusted that it would do the right thing. And again, great job by Gaskell to make that move and recognize what he needed to do to get the strike on lane 8. And I think he would really like to strike here on lane 7 and not have to worry about it coming down and throwing a bunch of strikes on lane 8 in the 10th frame.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If he throws a strike here, I think he can just
because like
spare out and win.
Right, because right now he's in the 220s. Justin Urbano can strike out for 222. So even if Gaskell stays clean, he
Oh, that's
good.
in. It sat there.
Yeah,
Urethane
lane 7,
shim
yeah.
helped him out on that one.
Definitely, and that's a lot of urethane went down there the first 2 games. Gaskell coming through there. All right, so
5:20.
I mean, I guess Matt.
he's going to re-oil as soon as this
not
match
be
is
over, but
Joey, he's right next to there's Jimmy. He's standing to the right of Jimmy.
anything non-strike here, and it's definitely mathematically all done.
Yep. Justin into a different ball, and he leaves a stone 8.
Wow, fuck
You
lane
can't-
8, man.
You can't throw it better than that. That looked just like Chris Vialli's 8 penny left against Stephen Major.
So I have a question for you, Frankie.
Yes,
what are we
sir.
thinking? Do we want to cut this feed for the next round?
I
and
think
start
so.
a new feed?
Yeah, let's do that because he's gonna have to re-oil anyway. So let's go ahead and cut it, and then we'll just start a new one. I'm
Okay.
fine. I think that's good.
So we will not cut off the bowling. No,
No,
we're
not
going
at
to
all.
let these guys finish
Yes,
out.
sir.
We are not the PBA. We do not cut out bowling.
We don't have
let
commercial
you
breaks to
watch
worry about.
the bowling. and that's what we're going to let you do. We're going to let you see all of your favorite competitors finish out here. We know, we know Grindham Gaskill and Justin Urbano. We are not the only fans of these two great men. They're amazing people, so I'm sure they have a lot of
I just got 30.
friends and fans out there that want to see all of their shots. Oh, and that was a great shot
by
for
Justin.
Justin there in the 10th frame.
That was a great
Finding
ball.
it, but maybe a little bit too late. Definitely did the ball change there,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I mean, he made the right move. I mean, and that's just how it goes with bowling sometimes. Gaskill made the move a little bit quicker, and just again 3-bagger, 10-pin 3-bagger. That's hard. I mean, Gaskill could shoot 259 this game, so that is going to be this. If he does that, it'll be the second highest game, or third highest game, excuse me, of this round. There was a 266. There was, what did Tony have the last game? 289 or something. Like he was
Yeah,
it was crazy.
289. Yeah.
So I mean, potentially, and there was a 258 up here by Brandon last round. But I mean, again, Gaskill could have the third highest game of this entire round. That's tough to beat.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, Justin bowled great. A clean 201. I mean, that's just a lot of, kind of,
They open at 11.
just close but no cigar type of thing. So
So Linus checking in. Tony Soprano. That's not a bad one.
Ooh.
That's not bad. I
That's
kind of
not
like that. Grindham.
yeah, just throwing it
Victory
down the
lap
middle,
up
just
the
finishing
middle.
it off. Yep,
Yep.
he's got it
That's
locked
enough.
up.
That's enough for
And
him.
that's exactly what I would do too. You get it closed out, just chuck it down there and be done with it.
All right,
Here's
so
Bab.
here's the deal, guys. We're gonna cut this feed
Yes,
shortly, and we're gonna start a new feed probably around 11:15 ish
Yeah.
or so, 11:20.
Because when they get into
And,
practice, so
You guys, once we get that started, get back in here and get this shared up to your pages, share it up to the big screen. I am King Ding Dong, and I am sitting here with Frankie Ablon.
Yes, sir.
We are the Frankie and Ding Dong Show. You're watching live on our Frankie and Ding Dong Show Facebook page, our YouTube channel, or our Twitch stream. So continue to like, subscribe, and share. We will be right back with you with the next round shortly.
and we got an official score of 237 to 201 on the final game victory for Grindham Gaskill.
There we go. GGTNT. All right. So thank you guys for checking in, and don't forget to check in again. And we are live here at Bayside Bowl. This is the third and probably final Hungus 8K live from Bayside Bowl. This is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show.
See you in a few minutes.
Get those kids in the center.